Anseanne, tell us how you found those cheating messages in the first place.
Well, my husband went to jail for child support issues, and I went to find resources to help the situation. I went home, was looking on his social media, and I saw a message from his ex. I thought that she knew about the situation and wanted to help. Instead, I found a letter that he wrote to her.
And you still bailed him out after that?
I did. I bailed him out because I'm his wife, and had to be his wife first. But trust me, I confronted him after he came home.
And what did he say?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to find out.
What did the letter say? Anseanne, what did the letter say that you found?
It was detailing how he enjoyed himself with her and how he wished he had
enjoyed
more time.
Himself sexually?
Yes, and how he wished he had more time to explore.
You both are ministers?
Yes.
Well, what about the 10 Commandments and adultery and all that?
Well, I completely believe in all of those, but I'm human. I'm not perfect. I am a minister, but I'm still a man. So I'm subject to make mistakes. I made a mistake, and because that's absolutely what it was, is a mistake.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me define mistake one more time, because I'm going to do this for the duration of the show. In my book, a mistake is when you put the wrong date on a check. You made a conscious decision to sleep with a woman. That's no mistake in my book. I'm sorry.
Okay, but we're gonna take a look at the message. The message that you sent to your ex reads, "My regret is I didn't have the chance to properly make love to you. Yes, the sex was wonderful, but I would have treasured the opportunity to pleasure your body as it deserves." He went on to say, "I know that I'm someone's husband, but what we shared was more than sex to me. You know I'll keep in touch."
Not a mistake. That was very clear.
How has your relationship changed since all of this then?
We're roommates. We don't go anywhere. We don't do anything. We barely talk about anything together, and I'm always asking him, talk to me, but I have to ask him 20 questions just to get a straight answer.
Quincy, have you made love to your wife?
Yes, I have.
And is that different from your earlier experiences with her before the cheating happened?
Yes, it is.
How is it different?
Because she's not as passionate as she once was, and I know that it's a result of what I did to her. I know that I put her in a bad position. I understand that. But again, I made a mistake. It was 7 years ago. I'm over it, and I need her to get over it. You know, everybody looks at the cheater, and they say, well, you know, once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't believe that's true, because I'm not a cheater anymore. I made that mistake, and I'm over it, and I need her to
Wait a
get
minute, Quincy, aren't you still flirting with women?
No, I'm not flirting with anyone. I'm sociable.
Okay, Anseanne, tell us about these flirty messages he's sending.
There has been text messages that he sent to other women.
And how do you know about the messages? What'd you do?
I put an app on his phone. It allowed me to read his messages and see who's calling, when calling, and pictures that he sends.
Girl, what's the name of that app, honey?
And you found him communicating with women through this app, right?
Yes, that's how I found out he was still in communication with his ex, is because of the app.
How does that make you feel to read these messages? They're so just hurtful.
I was angry. In this letter, he's so explicit, and yet he doesn't even talk to me that way.
Wow.
Really?
But he's more passionate to her and not showing me the same.
No, it's affected that you've been emotionally eating. It's affected your weight, right?
Yes. It's been a lot of issues since then with stress and anxiety, fibromyalgia, then it turned into gaining more weight, then it turned into inflammation of the joints and arthritis and wrist, carpal tunnel. It's just continuing, and as my weight keeps increasing, pain and everything else keeps increasing.
And Quincy, you're a minister, and we're not gonna be able to get over that, so you just know that the rest of this show, we're gonna be talking about you as a minister. You're watching your wife go through this, have these physical symptoms, these ailments. What are you doing to comfort her, to try to help her get through this pain?
I've done lots of things to try and comfort her. I mean, I've tried to be there for her as much as I can, but what we have to understand is that my wife suffers from low self-esteem. She beats herself up in a lot of ways, and, you know, I try to be positive for her. I try to be, you know...
You can be positive by loving her and not doing those
cheating.
things. Don't cheat.
I'm not cheating
that gets me
anymore.
so angry.
We're going on and on about cheating. You have to understand, this happened 7 years ago. That's over and done with. I'm not cheating anymore.
Are you flirting with other women still
I'm not
happening
flirting.
now?
That was in the past as well. All of these things are past issues.
I know
The biggest thing we're dealing with now is her insecurities and her low self-esteem. That's the
I
biggest.
wonder why. Her
That's the
man
biggest
cheated
issue.
on her.
Quincy, you are so defensive. You're like making some legal argument, and we're talking about matters of the heart. So you can sit there and be defensive. You can talk.
My
Hold
heart
on.
loves this woman. The things that I said to my ex in the past, those were things that I said. I was a guy being a guy. I'm saying things from my head. The things that I'm saying to my wife, I'm saying from my heart.
But she doesn't feel like they're coming from your heart.
And that's what I need her to understand. I need her to understand that when I speak to her, when I tell her she's beautiful, it's from my heart.
When
I
you
tell her I
me
love her,
that I'm
it's from my
beautiful, you
heart.
also text her, "Hey, beautiful. Have a great day." So who's beautiful?
6 years ago.
It does.
6 years ago. Anseanne, understand this. The things that happened in the past are in the past.
How do I know that?
Anseanne, do me a
telling
favor
you.
right now. Turn to him and tell him how he makes you feel, please.
How do I know it's in the past? How do I know that your words are really for me and not for somebody else? And it might be 6 years to you, but I can still read that letter as though I just read it yesterday, and it still hurts.
And I get that. I understand that. For as much as you're suffering, I'm suffering with you. But I also need you to understand that, dear, in order for me to love you, I need you to love yourself. I love you. You're the reason that I'm here. I'm fighting for us because I want this marriage. I'm in this to win it. I'm not going anywhere.